Okay, hi guys. So welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another reading blog. I'm doing like reading blog after reading blog after reading blog. So last week, like the last week, I did reading a page for every time that I picked up my phone the previous week, and then the week before that, we read for an hour every day. And now I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was staring at my Goodreads and my Fable because I have both of those apps, which, by the way, I'll link my profiles down below. Staring at my Goodreads, I saw that in currently reading, I actually have two books, and I've had these two books, one of them since December, and the other one since March, and it's June now. And I thought to myself, maybe it's time you actually tackle these books, like they are in the currently reading shelf on both apps, so you either need to be currently reading them or take them off the shelves and just put them in the want to read ones, like stop lying to yourself. So I think those are the two books that I want to read with you all during this week, maybe next, depending on how long this blog is. So the first one, the one that has been on my shelf, like the currently reading shelf, since freaking December, is Six of Crows. But not only Six of Crows, Sadie Corby. Six of Crows in Italian. I got this last year, I was living in Italy, and I got this, like my last act in Italy was to buy this. I bought this with full intention of reading it in Italian so I could practice the language and also enjoy the reread and revisiting these characters and everything. And I don't know if you can tell, but there are some posits here because I did start to reread this in December. That's why it was on my currently reading shelf. And then the other book that is sitting on my currently reading shelf since March is Fearless by Aaron Roberts. Now, the problem is that I read Sunrise on the Reaping in March, and that put me on like the March or maybe April. I don't know. It's on like my profile somewhere. Like there's actually a video of me reading Sunrise on the Reaping if you're curious. And on that blog, I tell you, because on that blog it's called Reading New Releases of 2025. I meant to read Fearless after I read Sunrise on the Reaping, but Sunrise on the Reaping put me on such a big reading slump. Like, I just could not pick up anything serious or that remotely resembled, I don't know, like the fantasy dystopian, like nothing serious. But now, Fearless is staring at me. So, I think we are actually going to start with Fearless. Just because I'm really, just because I really am intimidated by Italian. I don't know why. And I don't think I quite feel like rereading a book right this second. Um, yeah, I think I'd rather get into like a new story so I'm hooked on like what is going to happen rather than, like already knowing what is going to happen. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Pray for my soul, wish me luck, and hope you enjoy the video. Hi guys, so welcome to Tuesday. Right now I really should be studying, but you know how it is. Like when you need to study, you do pretty much like anything but, and that's the situation right now. So I thought that I would update this blog and then I am going to study, okay? Once I update this, once I tell you this, I am going to study. So, wish me luck. Fearless. That's what's important here. Fearless. I started it yesterday, as you saw. I restarted it yesterday, and if you know anything of this book, like at all, if you've heard anybody talk about it online, which pretty much everybody is or everybody was when it came out, in this book we're going to once again be in trials. So as with the first book, it features some trials as well, and I just got to that part. So I think I read 100 pages or like really close to 100. Yeah, 97 pages, 60%, 17%, 60. Why 60? 17% into the book. chapter 12 I need to start now. So yeah, they just announced that there are going to be some new games. So far I have a couple of questions. I don't know if I should have maybe reread the first three, or at least Powerless and Reckless, maybe not Powerful, but yeah. But I don't know, my sister is reading them now for the first time, and I think I'm going to use her as like my Wikipedia for this read, because there are some things that I just like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kit and Kay and Kai have a younger brother, right? Jack. He is in the first, like in the games, in the first book. So where is he? I talked with my sister about this with my sister. She did tell me, she told me that he's okay, like he's alive. I for a second there I was like, did he die? Because he, so far, like 100 pages in, and he's nowhere to be seen in this book. And it got to a point where I was like, am I imagining things? Because sometimes I mixed Powerless up with The Serpent and the Wings of Night, because it's a similar concept with the trials, the games, and everything, and falling in love with like your enemy in those trials, but not your enemy, your ally, whatever. Like it's similar in concept. So I was like, did I somehow confuse it with The Serpent and the Wings of Night? But no, they do have a younger brother here. He's just nowhere to be seen so far in this book. I don't know if he's going to appear or what. And then I also talked about this with my sister. In Powerful, we meet a really cool character. Like, I don't remember his name. It started with an M. Don't remember exactly his name, but is he going to appear? Because I remember being disappointed by the fact that he was not in Reckless, but it made sense because Reckless takes place outside of like this country and whatever. But now they're back. Is he going to appear? It would be really cool if he appeared in this book. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused now. That's the vibe, and I don't know if I'm confused because I should have reread the first two at least, or if I'm confused because there are just not some things that are not being explained to me, like the brother, was he sent somewhere, or did the author just forget about him? I don't know. I had the same feeling reading Onyx Storm in January, in which most of the time I was like, am I confused because I didn't reread Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, even though I read those books in like September and then I read Onyx Storm when it came out, so not that long had passed. But I was like, should have I reread? Or is the author just not explaining me stuff as she should? Like, like maybe she should be explaining things a little bit more. Maybe I'm not stupid, but I'm always wondering, am I the stupid one? I don't know. So I guess we'll see. Hi guys. So it's 9 p.m. and I've read nothing. I've only just finished doing what I wanted to do for uni today. And oh my god, I'm so ready to jump off like a fifth floor and into the ground now. Like, oh my god, that was exhausting. Fearless. Like, if you don't believe, I'm going to show you. It's 9 p.m. Like, I cannot believe my eyes. I've obviously, like, I have not eaten dinner or anything, and I have not read yet. Still on chapter 12, and I think you can see up there that is freaking 9:10 almost at night. Like, what? Anyhow, I'm going to read now for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to read much, but I just want to read something. Like, it would be great if before dinner I could get to like page 120. That would be what I like ideally wanted to hit yesterday. So, and then at bed I'll read whatever I can, hopefully hit 120 pages, but I don't think I'm going to, because once I get in bed I fall asleep. I get tired pretty fast. So yeah, I'm going to read now hopefully 20 pages, and then at night I can read whatever I want. And oh my god, I hope tomorrow I can be done sooner with this, because it was torture. So okay. Okay, hi guys. So you just saw me make my coffee for the afternoon. It's 3:30 and I have like half an hour that I can read before I absolutely need to be back, like start to do uni stuff again. So, Fearless. That's the book that we are reading. Last night I went to bed so late last night. That's like the other reason why I did my coffee. Like first, it tastes great, but I'm so tired because I went to bed so late because I was reading this. I got to page 230. I wanna say like almost 40% through the book, if I remember correctly. Let's see. But yeah, 227 and 39% into the book. So pretty good actually. I just stopped because I was like, okay, like they are like there's trials in this game, like in this book, sorry. That's like what the book is about. And they are about or they are yeah, like the second trial is about to happen. So I was last night I was like, okay, enough is enough because if I start to read the second trial then I won't stop until I don't finish it. So yeah, so my thoughts so far, and then I'll start to read because I really want to take advantage of this half hour that I have. Um, First, like the little brother that I was like, is he going to make an appearance? Like, what happened to him? He appeared, okay? Like he's not taking much protagonism or anything, but he's here, so I'm happy about that because for a second there, I absolutely thought that Lauren Roberts had just forgotten about him. Um, so that's the first thing. The Adina's lover boy, I don't remember his name. He hasn't appeared yet, but he has been mentioned. So I have hopes. Like again, Lauren Roberts didn't forget about him, so he will. I don't know. I hope he makes an appearance at some point. So that's like the first two things because that's what we talked about yesterday. Um, my thoughts in general, 40% through the book, is that I don't know. Maybe Peyton and Kai are a tad too intense about each other. Like I get it, guys. I get it. I get it. Okay, I get your situation. I get it's complicated, but maybe they are a little bit too intense. Like there are moments in which it's taking me out of the story, like how intense they are being and how repetitive they are being about their intensity towards each other. But that's like the only complaint that I have so far. That maybe they could take it down a notch. But like I wasn't expecting anything else. It's not as if this is like taking me by surprise. Because if you've read Reckless, I mean, there's nothing more intense than those two in Reckless. So in comparison, they are actually more chill in Fearless. So yeah, but that's like the only thing that I would say that I'm maybe not loving. The rest of the book is pretty good, really well, like really fast paced as the first one was, and like the same vibes as the first. Like, is this trilogy going to change my world? No, like it is not. But it's a fun read. It's interesting. It keeps you hooked. Like I would recommend if you want something quick. If you're like maybe in a reading slump, or you're just wanting something silly, woofy that it will make you enjoy yourself, but not necessarily again like change your life. I would 100% recommend this trilogy. Guys, what the actual fuck What did I just read? I'm 64% through, if that tells anybody anything. Chapter 47, in case that rings a bell to anybody. I don't want to say what just happened because that's like a major spoiler, but it's reminding me of The Serpent and the Wings of Night. That's all I'm going to say. And what the fuck? What the fuck? What? No, like what? Like what? The actual like what? What? I don't understand what just happened. I don't understand what I just read. Like why? Hmm. Is this for real? I don't know if I should be processing this or not. Right now I'm in shock. I don't think this is real. I don't think that what I just read really did happen. And if it did happen, I think it's going to get resolved somehow. Like that's where I'm at right now. But if this is for real, what the fuck? Lauren Roberts? What the fuck? Like why would you pull that move? Like why would you 60% through the book as well? Like if this was going to happen, shouldn't it have happened at the end? Like the rest, like the 40% that I have still to go, what is it going to be about with what has just happened? Like, what do I still have to read after this? Isn't this the end of the book? What is going on? I honestly do not understand what is going on. I don't know, guys. I had really high hopes for this one. I really liked Powerless, not so much Reckless, and I had high hopes for this one. But the trials have not intrigued me so far, like at all. Like, I don't know, like, like she creates these high stakes situations, and I just cannot believe it. Like, I cannot agree that it is high stakes because part of me is like, okay, this is going to get resolved. But then this just happened in like one of the trials, and I'm now like, is this going to get resolved? Like, I don't know, but so far, yeah, I feel like I'm not engaging so much with the plot. I don't know if it's the way it's written or what, but yeah, like I'm not that into it. Me cago en su puta madre. Okay, period. Okay, even though it got resolved, I'm like, as I was telling you, like, I cannot believe that what I'm reading is actually happening. It wasn't happening. Okay, we are okay. But I hate him, and if you've read this, then you know which him I'm talking about. What the fuck's wrong with him? What the fuck's wrong with him? Like, what in the? I'm hoping that they're going to tell me that he's being manipulated or something. Like, there's one character with mind reading powers. I'm kind of hoping he's the villain and that he's somehow manipulating him, and yeah, and like he's a true villain here in the situation, because otherwise I'm going to punch him so like want to kill him. Actually, what do you mean punch him? I mean, yeah, I want to punch him, but ultimately I want to kill him for what just happened here. Like, what are you even talking about? Anyway, let's keep reading, but I'm going to stop recording. Let's talk, shall we? Let's adjust a little bit. Okay. So, hi. First and foremost, welcome to I don't even remember which day of the week. Thursday, Friday. I don't know. I've been recording for so long. Um, so let's talk about a couple of things. Cause last night I finished Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I think that's like yeah. I haven't talked about it, right? Okay, it's been a busy day. So I don't know what I think, guys. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I think. I don't even know if I like it more or less than I liked Reckless. I 100% sure liked it less than I liked Powerless and Powerful. But I don't know what I think in respect to Reckless. I don't know. I don't know if I like it more. I don't know if I like it less. It was more action packed than Reckless, but I think it got solved way too easy. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I think about the plot twist. That's my main issue with it because I was reading it and throughout the whole book I was thinking like the ending can like either make or destroy, I don't know, like the book, you know? Cuz the book was being fairly entertaining, like you had the trials, although I gotta say I think there's a problem when you have like a really high stakes situation in a book at the very beginning of the book, and it's just that you cannot expect for the reader to be believing that there's like any trouble. Like, let's see if I can make myself clear because I don't know if my brain is braining right now. I'm kind of sleepy, that's why I made the coffee. um But if you have like a really high stakes situation at the beginning of an action movie, for example, or well, at the beginning of any story, really, I'm not going to believe that the character is really in any danger because we are only starting the story. You know what I mean? So I think that kind of lowers the stakes for the rest of the story, at least for myself it does. So if you put, I don't know how to explain it, but like I cannot truly believe that there's any danger inside for our main character if in the first half you put her through all these like really difficult situations and she always comes out of them safe. It gets to a point where I just don't believe that anything can hurt her, really. I don't know, like, especially when you tell me, like, this is something no one ever has done before, like, this is super dangerous, like, few have dared to try this, and even fewer have made it out alive, and then she does. Easy. Then later, when you put her again in a situation that maybe could risk her life, I'm just not going to believe it. Because you've told me before that she's incredible and better than everybody. So it gets to a point where I'm not into the stakes part of the plot. That makes sense. That kind of happened to me with this book. I just did not believe at any time that there was really any danger. Like the only moment where I kind of questioned it, I recorded it and I told you like I wasn't believe like part of me was like maybe I should be believing this, but I was like 90% sure that I shouldn't be, like that what I had just been told like didn't really happen, and at the end it didn't really happen. So again, so I don't know, like I was feeling like that for the whole book. So I was like, okay, the ending will make this book. The ending will resolve to me whether I like this or I'm just not into it. And at the end, I don't think I liked the plot twist that much. It felt easy at the same time too complicated. No, like this is my feelings with this book. I'm like, I don't know if I hated it or if I am. I mean, I know I didn't love it. Obviously, I have a lot of issues with it, so I know I didn't love it. But I don't know if I was okay with it. Like I don't know if I don't know. I just don't know. Like so yeah, the plot twist at the end seemed at the same time like way too easy. Like it's the most obvious way you could have resolved all of this. Like with all the problems that she had put into the plot, the easiest way to resolve all of them was doing what she finally did. But at the same time, I think she made it too complicated. Like in the process, I think that in the process of trying not to make it obvious, or trying to justify why the obvious thing wasn't actually so obvious, she overcomplicated the end. I think it's fair to say that I'm disappointed by it, but I don't know if I want to give it 3 stars or two, like somewhere between 2 and 3. I don't know. I'll make my mind over it throughout the week, and I'll tell you at the end of the video probably. And then just to wrap up, even though I've been talking for a really long time and I want to keep reading, I started Guild, the first book in the Plated Prisoner series. I don't know why I have this cover. It's really ugly and I don't like it, but that's what I have. And like I feel like I needed this, guys. Like the way it started, I cannot take it seriously, but at the same time, oh my god, am I loving this? So I'm not that far along. I think I'm like 6 chapters in. I haven't had the time to read like at all today, so that's why I'll try to make more progress at night. Um, but yeah, so far we got introduced to like the setting, the characters. We know that there's a bunch of kingdoms. They are numbered, and that King Midas is the king of one of them, and she's his favorite. And she's golden, like she has been turned into gold, but she's still alive. I don't know, it's really interesting because she's always like, in her point of view, she's always like, I know I should be grateful that I have all of these. I mean, she lives in a golden castle, she doesn't lack for anything, like she has everything you could ever dream of, but she's not free, and she can't step foot outside. She can't talk to anybody if the king doesn't want her to speak to, and so she speaks to nobody besides like one guard and the king. And so she's like, I have it all, but at the same time she has nothing. I don't know, it's really interesting. So I'm enjoying it, and it's wild. Like so far, what I've read, oh my god. So I'm having a really good time with it so far, and I think I'm going to like this one. I need something like this, something silly, fun, goofy, that doesn't take itself too seriously, but at the same time that it's like fairly good. I need Zodiac Academy, like something with that vibes, and I think that's going to be it, or at least I hope it is. And yeah, I'm gonna leave this clip here. I've been talking for so long already, and I don't have time to keep reading right now. But again, I'll try to read at night, and yeah, we'll talk tomorrow probably. So, see ya. Hi guys, so welcome to the end of the vlog. I hope you liked it. I would have loved to finish Guild in this vlog, but I just didn't have the time. This has been a really busy weekend. Like you saw me getting ready. So that was like I don't remember the day exactly, but that was took up the whole afternoon. So that day I barely read because I had to do uni stuff in the morning, and then throughout the weekend I've been going to La Feria del Libro, which if you want to see what that is all about and which books I buy and whatever, you are gonna have to stay tuned for next vlog because I am actually like recording the whole weekend, so I can upload like a bookish video the next week. So stay tuned for that because I'm gonna buy quite a lot of books. So I'm really excited about that. I actually already bought some, and then I'm going again today and I'm gonna buy some more, I'm sure of it. So yeah, unfortunately, like we didn't get to finish Guild, but it's been like a busy week. Like I think I've already said this, but I'm studying for uni, so it takes up most of my time. But anyway, I don't know how far along I am. I'm actually not that far along into the video. I'm 55%, page 171. So, I mean, it's a short book, so I'm hoping to finish it throughout. I mean, I'm sure going to finish it next week, and I think I'm going to continue. I mean, so far, I'm having a really good time reading the first, so I think I'm just going to continue to read this series throughout the month, so I just don't have to be constantly thinking about what I'm going to read next. So, yeah. I guess you'll see. I mean, even if I don't know if I'm going to do more reading blogs or not, cause uni. But I'll do a wrap up at the end of the month, as I always do, and I'll tell you what I end up reading in case you like can't see it as I am reading them as you've been the last 3 weeks. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it here. Hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and everything else that you're supposed to do. And I'll see you all guys next week with the next one. Bye. Mwah.